In this video, I'm going to show you a trading strategy that can make profits every single day on the 5-minute chart on Bitcoin. And not only that, I have backtested it over the last days to show you the results. But first of all, let me show you how this trading strategy works because it's super simple and anybody can use it. First of all, what we're going to need is an RSI. Okay, the RSI is what we're going to use to enter the market. And above that, we are going to use two moving averages. Okay, in this case, we're going to use a moving average of 50 periods and a moving average of 21 periods. So the 51 is going to be the slow moving average and the 21 is going to be the fast moving average. So if the 21 is above the 50, we are going to be in an uptrend, and if it is below, as we can see down here, we are going to be in a downtrend. So makes things quite easy, and that is when the RSI comes into play to show us when to enter the market. So the first thing what we've got to do in the RSI is come to the settings and change in style, change the upper band to 55 and the lower band to 45. So this way we're going to have these close bands, as we can see right down here, where the bands are super close, and the way we're going to use it is super simple. First of all, like I say, we need a trend. So now we can see here we have a nice uptrend right at the moment, and what we got to look on the RSI is basically that the RSI comes back and touches the 55 levels for buys and the 45 level for sells. So once the price hits down here, enters the level, if it doesn't go below the 45, then we can maybe enter a long position if the price comes back up. Okay, so in this case, the RSI pops out again of this level, and as well at the same time, if the price has come near the level of 21, it doesn't have to touch it, but it needs to go quite close, and it hasn't gone below the 50 level, then we can enter a long position. So in this case, as we saw here, price dropped below the 55 level, popped back up, and the price came near the 21 moving average level. So in this case, we'll be entering the market on this candle here, and the stop loss, we're going to use the RTI, or the average true range, to mark out the stop loss. So in this case, we don't have it on the chart right in a minute, but it would more or less be around here. And the take profit, normally we're going to use the same risk reward. So if our stop loss is $100, we're going to search for $100 in profit. So we'll be looking at more or less a risk reward of 1-to-1. And as you can see, it made it with no sweat in only a few minutes. In this case, this trade did last only 40 minutes. And just after that, we have another opportunity. As we can see, the RSI clocked back down in, went up below the 50 level. In this case, price wasn't near enough of the 21 moving average, so it came a bit below, and once it came below and it crossed up again, we can see how it came down below the 21 moving average and it went up again. So the only thing we need to do here is again enter our long position right at this candle up here when the price and the RSI went above again, and put our stop loss more or less at 2 times of the average true range. And now we would just have to search for our profits. In this case, risk reward 1-to-1, but we could change this in the future. But not only that, like I said on the start of the video, I back tested this trading strategy to show you the complete results, and I did this thanks to ChatGPT because I asked him to program the strategy for PineScript. You know, PineScript is what TradingView uses in his editor. So as we can see here, we have the full version here. You can stop the video and copy it if you want to paste it in your TradingView. And now we need to head back to TradingView, and as you can see here, I've got it here, Bitcoin 5-minute low risk strategy, and this is an absolute monster. As you can see, it's given me already a short position over here, and the results are incredible. But first of all, let me just set through settings. As you can see, the RSI is 14. We can change all this, even if we want to change the strategy completely, we can do it, just swapping one things for the others. And like I say, 55 levels for the RSI long, 45 for the RSI shorts. And we are using a take profit and a stop loss times to the RTR. So basically, as you can see here, the results are incredible with a profit factor of 1.5 with a total of 57 trades. And as you can see, there's tons of trades that this robot has done up to the 31st of March. And as you can see, the trades are exactly like I said. Basically, when price comes back to the moving average and the RSI clocks back into the level, we get the confirmation candle and it enters the market. In this case, we had a stop loss over here and we had a take profit down to here and we had another take profit up to here. And as you can see on the backtest, it had a 57% win rate and a total of 57 trades. That for me is perfectly enough. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you next time.